So, as Donald Trump continues to lick his wounds from Tuesday night's ass whipping by the Democrats, and in an attempt to deflect the narrative from said ass whipping, he decided to hold a meaningless press conference today in the Oval Office with several top drug company execs. And then, when one of them fainted, Trump once again showed what a heartless person he is. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you'll be the first to know when we post. This is Pragmotiv News, and I'm Trey. So 2 days after Trump and his MAGA cult got their ass whipped up and down the court, he has been desperate to change the narrative so that we can just talk about anything else, except his massive losses across the country, including in deep red states like Mississippi. So in his attempt to change the subject, he decided he would hold a press conference in the Oval Office today with drug makers Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk to expand coverage and supposedly reduce prices for popular obesity drugs like Zepbound and Wegovy. Now, as usual, the mainstream media is refusing to report that the Biden-Harris administration literally tried to get these drugs covered 100% under Medicare and Medicaid right before they left office. The drugs would be covered now if it wasn't for Trump canceling the plan this past April. But getting back to what happened today, as David Ricks, Eli Lilly's CEO, was speaking, Gordon Finley of Novo Nordisk suddenly collapsed. So take a look at it.
America, we've been advancing science and creating high-value jobs. But today we... Oh, are you okay? Gordon, you okay? Yeah. America, we've been advancing science and creating high-value jobs.
If someone collapsed next to me, I would rush to their aid. Or if other people had already rushed to their aid, I, especially as the fucking president, would have called for help, not just stand there looking like an idiot. It begs the question, is Trump actually a sociopath? Because it's given sociopath. He seems to not really give a shit about what's happening to this man. Not that I'm surprised at all. But there's my point. Trump's face looks mad that this man had the audacity to inconvenience his photo op by having a medical emergency. Everything is always about Trump. He continues to show us that he doesn't give a shit about anyone else or anything else but himself. And that is obvious today, and it's been obvious for a very long time. So for the life of me, I really don't understand why anyone thought that he cared enough about them to lower the cost of living. Or given the fact that he lies all the fucking time, think that he was actually telling the truth when he said he would lower costs on day one. Which again was insane, because if the president could just lower costs single-handedly, then Biden and every other president before him, including Trump, I might add, would have done that. And also, why was Trump sitting down in the first place? Can he not stand anymore? Since when does the president give a press conference from behind the desk while other people stand at the podium? Yet another thing the bought and paid for media is covering up. So let's talk about Trump's policy he unveiled today. He said that he is lowering the cost of Wegovy and Zepbound, which are obesity drugs, to $149. But unlike the Biden proposal, Trump only covers the pills, not the injectables. And get this, it doesn't cover the drug at all. It just lowers the price for people on Medicare and Medicaid to be able to pay out of pocket with their own money. Now, if someone has such a limited amount of money that they qualify for Medicaid in the first place, Or if they're a retired senior living on fixed income with Medicare, how the hell are they supposed to afford $149 per month for a weight loss pill that is not even as effective as the injection? See, this is what you get with Republican policies: half-baked, incomplete, and not thought through. They don't actually help. They just do it to say, well, yeah, we made Wegovy cheaper. But when you look at the details, it's actually meaningless. Have y'all ever seen those episodes of SpongeBob when they do the close-ups and you see those really nasty details on his legs or his feet? Yeah, this is exactly what Republican policies look like up close. Ugly as fuck. The devil is in the details. It's high time for voters to start paying attention to shit like this. Look at what they do, not what they say. Ask yourself, are you better off today than you was on January 19th? Like, comment, subscribe, and follow at Pragmotiv News everywhere to stay pragmotivated. If you haven't done so already, please share this video with your friends and family so we can continue to grow the Pragmotiv family. Also, remember you can find us across major platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Audible, and iHeartRadio so that you can listen to us even when you're out on the go. Until next time, peace.